Okay, hi everyone. Tinakuto Katawa. It's already 12:05, and I think we have a good number of students that's already joined the meeting. So I think it's a good time to start. So good afternoon everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join this session and learn more about us. So I am the project officer for internship at Asian New Zealand Foundation, Tifito Tuhuno. My name is Joyce. And then, of course, just wanted to give big thanks to UC Career for having us today. And it was a pleasure sharing our experiential opportunities across Asia with the students. And also, before I start, we also have Kirsty Sharp, our program manager for sports, Carla Teng Westergaard, which is our media advisor, and James To, our South Island manager and the manager of the Track 2 program. So James is based in Christchurch, while Kirsty, Carla, and I are based in Auckland. And if you'd like to connect with someone from the foundation in person, I think James is your best contact. And then for the rest of us, feel free to reach out via LinkedIn or email. So before we start, let me switch from the presentation to the brief quiz we prepared for you. So just give me a second. Okay, yep. Can you see my screen now? Okay, sounds good. Yep. So before we begin, we thought it would be fun to start with five quick question about Asia. So feel free to share your answers in the chat box, raise your hand, or just shout out the answer. Whatever you're comfortable with. So yep. Let's start. Next one, so how to play. So there are two different types of games. First one is answer the question, and the second one is multiple choice. So yep, I hope you all are ready. So for the first question, in South Korea, the Cinderella law prohibits children from doing what? Anyone in the anyone? Okay, so the answer will be prohibited individuals under the age of 16 from playing online games between midnight and 6 a.m. Next one, this is a multiple choice. What are you more likely to see in China? Cat, dog, panda, or tiger? Sorry?
A cat.
Cat. Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. Thank you though for answering. So it is a panda. So next one would be, so which country is the largest population in Asia? China, Russia, India, or Japan? What do you think? Okay, yep. Christine is correct. It's India. Okay, cool. Next one, which is the only Asian city to have hosted both the Summer and Winter Olympic Games twice? Anyone?
Taiwan.
Taiwan? Okay, let's see. Ta-da! It's Beijing. So, yeah, thank you. Is it what was it? Some or Alexi? Yep. Thank you for answering and participating. So that's the end of our brief quiz time. So without further ado, I will now pass the floor to Kirsty to share about the Asian New Zealand or who we really are. Okay, just switching up. Mm.
Cool. Kia ora koutou, everybody. I am the program manager for the Asia New Zealand Foundation, program manager for sport, rather. And thanks, Joyce, for that introduction. I do want to clarify, since I am in charge of sport, that Beijing has hosted both the Summer and the Winter Olympics. They haven't done both of those twice, so they're the only country in Asia to have hosted both the Summer and the Winter Olympics. Anyway, you're here to find out about the Asia New Zealand Foundation. I'm not sure what you know about us, so this is just a little introduction as to who we are. So we were founded in 1994 by two national politicians at that time, Sir Don McKinnon and Philip Burden. You may know Philip Burden. His family owned Meadow Mushrooms in Christchurch. At that time, they were both national MPs, and they were coming back from Asia and had a discussion on a plane about the fact that Asia was a continent that New Zealanders didn't know much about and weren't comfortable in, and so they came up with the idea of creating a fund which is paid out through the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, currently Winston Peters, to an organisation, us, called at that stage Asia 2000. They thought it would take 6 years to help New Zealanders become more connected, capable and confident with Asia. We are now 30 years old, and we continue to work with New Zealanders to create opportunities to help you become more, or New Zealanders become more confident and connected and capable in Asia. Our work is underpinned by 3 different pillars, experiences. You'll hear more about those today, and we offer grants, internships, residencies and sector-specific delegations to Asia. Connections. We have a network of honorary advisors both in New Zealand and across Asia that are experts in their field, and we draw on their expertise to help us with our work and our commentary about New Zealand's relationship with Asia. And insights. We have a research and a track 2 team that help us create dialogue and conversations around New Zealand's relationship in the region. You might be asking, where do we define Asia? It's about 20 odd countries. It's from Pakistan through to Japan and China down to Timor-Leste. Was that a question somebody was asking? Nope. Okay, if you've got any questions, please just raise your hand at any stage. And we have 26 odd staff. We have a head office in Wellington where there's about 18 staff, an office in Auckland with 7 staff and one personnel, James, who you can see on the screen this afternoon, and he's based in the Christchurch office. So that's information about the foundation. These are the different program areas that we run throughout across the foundation. Those that are in red are the programs that I'm going to talk about today, and they are the ones that offer specific opportunities to under and postgraduate students or people that are starting off in early career. So the business program, media, leadership, research, and the sports program. Cool. All of our opportunities are offered or promoted through our social platforms. So on our website, on our LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to find out about our most current news, please sign up to our platforms, and also we have a newsletter that is issued every month, so sign up to that on our website. All of our opportunities are contestable, and there's an open application process. So you go onto our website and then there's a SurveyMonkey application form that you fill out. The opportunities are available, as I said, to students, both under and postgraduates. All applicants must be New Zealand permanent residents or citizens. And again, they are offered through internships, research grants, and leadership network. We're going to talk about all of those different opportunities to you this afternoon. And as I said, if you want to know what our most current opportunities are, please follow us on either of those social platforms or sign up to our newsletter. Thank you, Joyce. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Kirsty. Um, let's go now for to talk about the internship. The foundation has been running internship in Asia since 2009. So it's been 16 years. And the internships are for open for tertiary students, undergraduate, and postgraduates. Couple of the host company also tend to hire recent graduates, depending on their requirements. And also the placements are for 3 months, 2 to 3 months, a time frame intended to grow an understanding of the people, place, and culture of their Asian host country. Internships are offered across three programs. So we have business internship, media internship, and sports internship. In total, we have 35 different hosts. And our goal is to, of course, increase the number of New Zealand Asia Savvy future leaders. And next one, so here are the few host companies that the foundation has partnered with over time, including current and past partnerships. So we have KPMG Vietnam, we also have Gista in Thailand, we also have E3 in Taiwan, we have CJ Cultural Foundation in South Korea, and many more. And of course, now let's go to the exciting part, which is what we have current openings for this year. As you can see on your screen, so we have Swiss Belb Hotel. So this is the placement location will be in Jakarta, Indonesia. So they're looking for um, data analysis support intern. So this opportunity is open to recent graduates and fourth year undergraduate students who have completed or currently studying towards degree in business, statistics, or computer science. Of course, KPMG Indonesia, one of the big four accounting and auditing firm. They're looking for final year undergraduate students or who have or studying towards a degree in economics, finance, accounting, business, or any relevant field. Next one is Urban Piper. So this is located in Bengaluru, India. So they're offering two internship positions. So one is engineering internship and the other one is the product internship. So let's move on for the Hong Kong International Arbitration Center. This is aimed for law students and recent graduates who are interested in international dispute resolution and international arbitration. So of course, we have also KPMG and Vietnam. This opportunity is for third year and fourth year undergraduate students who are pursuing or have completed a degree in law, accounting, finance, economics, or MBA. We also have Beach House Pictures. This is in Singapore. So this is for documentary filmmakers. They tend to get someone who has a minimum of 2 years experience in the field. So next one is CG Innovate Deep Tech. So this is in Singapore as well. So they offer one position. So all shortlisted applicants will need to undertake a coding test. To find more details, just go to our website because CJ Innovate has quite a complex way of how they hire or find interns. So next one is the Alternergy Philippines. They're looking for final year undergraduate student majoring in civil, electrical or mechanical engineering with of course interest in renewable energy to apply for their internship. So the internship focuses on hydro and solar energy because initiative. So last year, as far as I remember, they more focused on wind, but this year they wanted the interns to have an experience with hydro and solar energy. So next one is the Silver Fern Farms in China. So this is for final year undergrad as well. So they're looking for someone who's studying towards a degree in business and marketing, as well as United Media Solution. This is in Ningbo. Silver Fern Farms is in Beijing. So in United Media Solution, they're looking for someone who has a background or who was studying in marketing as well. And next one is the Hogan Lovells, which is in Japan. So this is opportunity is for third or fourth year law student. Last year they offered two, one for marketing and one for law. But this year we had decided to only offer one, and then they chosen law internship. So if you're interested, please visit our website and submit your application. And the last one is the NECAI Pharmaceutical Development in Japan. So they're looking for final year undergraduate students or graduate student, recent graduates who have or studying towards a degree in computer science or computer engineering. So these are the current openings that we have under business. So I'll be passing it to Kirsty so that she could talk about what the sports internship offers.
Thank you again, everybody. I have to come off this meeting at 12:30, but happy to answer any questions by email or through my colleagues if you've got any at the end of this session. So currently we have calling for applications for a Sports Singapore internship. This is the second year that we will be running this, and we did actually receive a number of applications from University of Canterbury graduates and undergraduates last year. So I'm happy that people know about it or knew about it last year and were applying for it. So this internship is opened now. It will close on Monday the 13th of October. They take 2 interns, and you will have an experience working across 3 different teams: the Coach Singapore team, Active Singapore, and also the Sports Care, which is for elderly and young people. So there's a number of different pillars that Sports Singapore offer experiences in. And this is for people that are looking to have or establish careers or create careers through sport. We do have 2 interns currently on placement there. They're about to finish, and the internship was timed so that they were involved in the delivery of the World Aquatic Swimming Champs, which you may have seen some media coverage over the last couple of weeks. The 2 people that we selected for this internship for this year, both one of them wanted an experience in event management. Obviously the World Aquatics was perfect for that, and the other person wanted to have experience in social initiatives to lift education and health outcomes. Both applicants had a really good, strong understanding of what the foundation of our work and also about Sports Singapore. So I strongly advise you to read up on what the foundation is looking to achieve out of these internships, and also what your host is looking to achieve or what their mission statement is, so that you understand how you can contribute to both us and our work and also the host's work outcomes. So happy to answer any questions, but that internship will be for 2 people, and it's from February through to April next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirsty. I'll be giving the floor to Carla to talk about what the media internship that they offer this year.
Kota katoa. Hi, I'm Carla Tenguestiga, the media advisor of the Asia Media Center. It's an organization that's also attached to the Asian New Zealand Foundation. So we served mostly, we provide opportunities for professional journalists Kiwi-based here in New Zealand, and also we provide the media internship opportunities. And these are the organizations that based in Asia, our partners, and we placed journalists to have their training there. So basically, in terms of the eligibility, we prioritize senior journalism students and recent graduates, as well as working journalists, as long as they've been in their role for just a year. So we have in Taiwan, we have the Taipei Times and the Taiwan Plus. So Taipei Times is print and Taiwan Plus is TV. And then we also have in Thailand, which is the Thai PBS World, also a broadcasting station, and the Bangkok Post, which is print. And we have in South Korea the Jungang Daily, which is digital and print. And we have in India the Deccan Herald. And in the Philippines, we have the Philippine Star. And we offering um, two additional media organizations this year, which is the SLRC. It's in Colombo, Sri Lanka. It's a public broadcasting station, another TV, and lastly, Rappler. Rappler is a leading online digital news platform in the Philippines, which is co-founded by a Nobel Peace Prize awardee for journalism, which is Maria Ressa. So normally we encourage our interns to be placed in these newsrooms for a maximum of 3 months, although depends if sometimes they wanted to do only 6 weeks, and that can be done as well, but we totally encourage them to fully immersed by doing it for 3 months. And just like the business internship and sports internship, we shoulder everything. So can I control this, Joyce? Okay. On top of the 9 news agencies that I presented a while ago, we also have another opportunity, which is in Indonesia. This one is different. Currently, it's already closed. It will open next year because we already selected 2 participants for this one. And both of them are from University of Canterbury. I'm not sure if you guys know them, but they are Amy Reich and Isla Melton. So they're leaving in November 19. So this placement, in comparison to the previous ones, is just comprised of just 1 month. So they will be placed in Indonesia in 1 month. So in comparison to the race where you can just like really fully immerse yourself, this time you have to undergo training, which is you're going to be doing language training in Bahasa in university, and then after that you're going to be placed on the following possibly newsrooms in Indonesia, which is Jakarta Globe, Al Jazeera, Reuters, Voice of Indonesia, which is an independent broadcasting station, Metro TV, a free channel television, in Clover, which is a magazine, a project Multatuli, which is a public journalism, a nonprofit organization, and of course the Amnesty International. So we open this every year. It just so happened that this time around it's already closed. So please go if you're interested in this particular opportunity. If you want to immerse yourself in Asia but not fully want to do it on 3 months, then Achichis probably would be the best option for you. So just want to show you guys next. So these are our media interns batch 2023, 24, and 25. So 2 of them are actually based there, which is we have Rosie Leishman, who did her internship at Bangkok Post. And while she was there, she managed to cover 2 stories that landed on the banner headline of the Bangkok Post. And we also have Maddie Crode, who won the junior feature writer at Voyager, which is a prestigious media award giving body. And she did the Achichis program in 2024, and she was placed in Al Jazeera. So if you guys have any more questions about the media internship per se, you can just like let me know. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Carla. So, for the timeline, so the application are already open. So it opens last June, and then for the application close, so it will be closed on Monday, 8th of August for business internships. While for the sport one, it will be on 13 October. So while for the media internship, I highly encourage you, if you're really interested to apply for media internship, just check our website, since it's gonna open soon. So for the selection process, it will be during your semester 2. So for the time frame of the placement, it will be between November to February next year. And then what the foundation covers, so we cover airfares, accommodation, subsidy of travel insurance, and living stipend. So you don't need to worry about the expenses, but we do require you to top up in the amount of $500 for your personal expenses. So here are some of the feedback from our 2023 to 2024 alumni. So from Brandon, which is he intern at UMS, United Media Solutions. So I am beyond privileged to have been selected as a digital marketing intern, and which I highly recommend for anyone looking to a strong foundation to build upon their interest in China, Asia, or the global market. So, what I've consistently heard from our interns after completing their internship is how amazing the experience was. It's something they say they will always remember, and the skills they gain during the placement will surely stay with them. So this is one of a kind experience for them. So we really encourage you to apply if you're planning to have a experience, or if you're wanting to have an experience or immerse yourself more in Asia region. So if you're interested, you can just scan the QR code on the screen, and then take the next step in your career, and just submit your application with us. If you're looking for an amazing experience and want to dive into the heart of Asia, now's your chance. So we're offering exciting internship opportunity across a variety of industry. So we have business, media, sports. So there's trust me, there's something for everyone. So start brushing up your CVs, and yep, submit your application. If you're not able to scan the QR code, just visit our website. You can see also on your screen. So I think that's all from the internship side, but let's proceed to the other programs that the foundation um, offers, and any opportunity that might interest you. So I'll give it back to Carla.
Hello guys, it's me again. So let me talk to you about the Leadership Network. Joyce, James, especially, and Kirsty. Kirsty is already gone. James, please jump in if I missed anything. So our Leadership Network is a different opportunity compared to our internship. So this one is it's quite a cutthroat actually in terms of the competition of applying for this particular opportunity, because um, the process is just like it's open for young leaders, such as like students or leaders in their various fields. So it's open for everyone up to 30 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So currently it already has over 500 members, and for this year it just closed the application, and the induction will happen in October. So the leadership network of the Asian New Zealand Foundation equips the next generation of Kiwi leaders to thrive in Asia by providing the members with the network and knowledge and confidence in New Zealand future with relationship with Asia. And most of the time, on top of like providing capabilities, they also curate trips to go to different parts of Asia and also connect them to our stakeholders there that would be benefit their possibly businesses, their area of research, or their field of expertise. And they also provide an onshore hui on top of the offshore hui. So the future delegation that will happen will be in Sri Lanka, and I believe that's going to happen in November. But there's also they traveled in Taiwan and Vietnam as well as Singapore and Indonesia together with James. And I think James can jump on into this just to add more because I believe you, James, can explain this one better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the Leadership Network, we're really trying to get a very broad spectrum of society joining us. It's a very diverse audience. Those 500 people, they're all leaders in their sector, but they represent all different fields. So, whether it's in law or medicine or in diplomacy, some are artists, some are poets. We've got an amazing range of people, and so we're always looking for, fresh voices and other people who can sort of take New Zealand into the future. So with that in mind, we want to expose our leadership network to, all the exciting things that are happening across Asia. So last year, we took a delegation over to Jakarta and to learn more about things in the environmental and energy security kind of space. So if you've got those kind of sort of climate change and other sort of interests, then that's the kind of activity that would be interesting. But depending on where we're going, those interests would change. So going to Vietnam could be across a whole lot of areas, whether it's in international relations, the economy, whether it's international relations, all very thematic. I guess once you've sort of joined the leadership network, you've got sort of more idea of all the different activities that are offered. As mentioned, some are onshore as well as offshore, but the idea really it is a network. It's to bring like-minded people together and to learn together on this leadership journey. So again, any questions, just jump in. And then we can be a bit more specific with what you want to know. Thank you. Sorry, who was speaking to research? Is that my one or is someone else speaking to it?
Okay, sorry.
Good news.
Sorry that you were not properly introduced. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually in the research and engagement team as well. So part of our support is in terms of New Zealand's understanding of Asia is actually in academia. So want to grow New Zealanders' expertise in this field, and particularly for students, one thing we do is to offer grants twice a year. The next round is opening from September and closes at the end of November. And essentially, we want to get emerging voices and researchers into Asia, particularly for fieldwork. So if you are writing your master's thesis or your doctoral thesis, that's exactly the kind of space that we're looking for. If you need to do your fieldwork in Asia, again, across many different fields, ideally we are looking at international relations, international trade, international development. There's a whole lot of things that are quite a forward-looking topics that if you're keen to better understand that and being in Asia would help, then we offer funding up to $5,000 to get you over to Asia to do that research. So the idea is that because there's 2 rounds a year, it's good to sort of know about these opportunities when you're planning your study. In a master's, normally it's over a year or so. With PhD, there's a bit more time because you can plan things over 3 to 5 years. But again, I'm based in Christchurch, so if you're keen and want to know more about this, I'm very happy to sit down and have a chat. Thank you. Okay, this is also my one. Okay, so next gen. So another thing that I do is track two diplomacy. So track two diplomacy essentially is the international relations that happens at the people to people level. A lot of you will be familiar with what we call track one diplomacy, which is government to government relations. So when you see our Prime Minister or Winston Peters or others who are representing New Zealand and they're meeting with their counterparts, that's called track one. So that's our official relationship. The track two is the other parts of the international system where it's academics, it's people with understanding of the issues, it's commentators. And to build those sort of people to people relationships, we call that track two. And so what we do is we want to be able to offer students and emerging voices a taste of what diplomacy is about. So if you do happen to be doing a degree in political science or anything to do with international relations, this might be of interest to you. We offer workshops and roundtables, what we call next gen masterclasses, essentially to build your skill sets and understanding of foreign policy. We get you up to speed on all the different concepts and vocabulary and all the different topics that will be used in a foreign policy career. And we put all of that into practice by actually having a deep dive conversation in a roundtable. And we either bring in experts or we have in-house conversations about this. Now, I do this with Canterbury University at least once a year. I either come into campus or we invite you to come into our boardroom and office on Cashel Street in our Christchurch NZ space. So if you're keen on that, best you get in touch with some staff at Political Science Department. There'll be Jeremy Moses, Alex Tan, Anne-Marie Brady, Jim Ockey. They're all involved in this. So if you happen to be doing a political science degree, then definitely stay in touch. If you, the other areas that we do engage with as well is the UCE, the entrepreneurship. So Pete Howard is our local contact there as well. So again, if there's anything interesting with where Asia is part of the conversation, then please keep us front of mind. Thank you. Back to you, Joyce.
Okay, thanks, James. So, these are the key points that all the opportunities that we currently have. So, yep, like what James mentioned earlier. So we have the foundation research grants. So it's gonna be September to November. Of course, business internship. The applications are ongoing right now, as well as the sport one. For the media internship, this is gonna open soon. So the last one is the ASEAN Forum. So this is from our program manager, which is Lingy, which oversee the Young Business Leader Initiative, one of the program of the foundation. So if you were interested, there is an option to attend it online. So I can share the link on our chat box so that you can register. So it will happen on 28th of August this month. So I think yep, this is the last part of our session. So thanks again for attending the meeting. But if you have any question or anything you wanted to clarify, please raise your hand or just open your mic. Um because we still have time. So yep, if you have any question about the internship, about research and track to diplomacy. James is here as well as media internship. So Kirsty is not here because she need to attend another meeting. But if you have any question, I'll be happy to forward it to her and then yeah
Joy, sorry, I raised my hand because in the chat section, I think it's Xiao Yuan, who raised a question. I noticed only NZ citizens are or permanent residents can apply. If I am neither, can I still apply? Well, okay, Joyce can answer that.
so yeah, that's a good question actually. Thank you so much, Xiaoyuan. So yep, you're correct. So all the opportunities that are available online is for New Zealand citizens or permanent residents only because and the reason of the foundation is funded by the government. So our fund is coming from the taxpayer, so we tend to prioritize those people. So unfortunately, but you can still attend some of our networking events such as leadership network events ish after 5. I think James also has so many events this year that's happening in Christchurch, right, James? I think they still
So
eligible to attend some of our networking events.
yeah, so sorry, it won't be include the leadership network. That also is for New Zealanders as well, but definitely the Asia After 5 and other public events. If you want to find out more about those, then please register for our newsletter, and then you'll get the latest updates. So warmly welcome you to join us.
Okay, Duncan or Duncan? Sorry, am I pronouncing your name right? So
Yeah, Duncan. Just
Duncan.
one question. Outside of those technical aspects that you kind of listed earlier, like with all the roles that you're announcing, what kind of like behavioral aspects would you like to see in like applicants?
Yeah, so yeah, I would like to answer it and Carla and James if you wanted to add something. So for the business program internship, so we tend to find a student that could be a good ambassador of the foundation as well as New Zealand. So we're looking for someone who was resilient, who is resilient as well because going offshore for 2 to 3 months is not is quite difficult, especially for those students who has no experience traveling or it's gonna be their first time working in a professional environment, which is kind of different because it's more on like it's Asia region. So I think that's the thing that is coming up on top of my mind. Carl, do you have something to add, James?
Yeah, so I mean, this is like applying for a job. I mean, for some of our more popular internships, there are over 200 applicants. So how are you going to set yourself apart from all those others? So it's really about showcasing, what you can bring to the opportunity. But as Joyce has mentioned, it's also about, are you the right person for it? This kind of experience and opportunity is often something that will be quite new, so being able to demonstrate that you're up for that challenge is going to be quite a big part of that application process. I might mention that across our internship